Hi everyone, myself Satyashree. So today's class I would like to explain about benzene and its derivatives. It is an first unit of pharmaceutical organic chemistry 2. So coming to the introduction, just I will focus on the history first, followed by the structure of benzene in this video. So what is the history of benzene is, the benzene was first isolated by a scientist known as an Faraday. So in the year of 1825, so Faraday isolated the benzene by pyrolysis of an whale oil. That is the first discovery and isolation of an benzene. So after 20 years from the 1825, in the year 1845, benzene was found in coal tar by a scientist named as an Huffman. So Faraday and Huffman, both the scientists, isolated the benzene from different natural sources. It may be an whale oil, and the one is an coal tar. So later on, one of the scientists named as Berthollet. So Berthollet thought that, so why can't you synthesize a benzene in our laboratory? So the benzene was first synthesized by Berthollet in 1870. How he synthesized is by passing acetylene through red hot tube. So this is the reaction. This is the structure of an acetylene. So this CH triple bond CH, three molecules of acetylene. Whenever acetylene gas passes through a red hot tube at a very high temperature, the two carbon atom compound of acetylene, 3 into 2, 6 carbon atoms, are undergoes cyclization and finally gives a structure of a benzene. That is discovered by a scientist named as a Berthollet. Various other scientists synthesized benzene by heating benzoic acid with calcium oxide. So here the benzoic acid, the carboxylic group, reacts with calcium oxide and finally it forms calcium carbonate with the formation of a benzene. This is a simple decarboxylation reaction. Finally convert the benzoic acid into a benzene with the release of calcium carbonate. And next an important topic is structure of benzene. So till now we don't know this what exactly the structure of benzene. So just we are having preliminary information that the benzene is isolated from natural sources. It may be synthesized from your synthetic sources. Then we have to find out that what is the structure of benzene, whether it exhibits a straight chain. Is it consisting of any double bonds? Is it straight chain or is it an cyclic form? Is the benzene is aromatic in nature or not? We have to find out these three parameters, whether it is an straight chain or cyclic form. Is it consisting of double bonds? If consisting of double bonds, how many are possible double bonds are there? And next one is an why it exhibit an cyclic structure. If it is cyclic, is it aromatic or non aromatic? So all these parameters we have to find out in structure of benzene. So the first parameter we have to read here is molecular formula. So, how to find out the molecular formula of unknown organic compound is by subject it for elemental analysis. By elemental analysis, we have to find out that how many elements and what are the different elements which are present in the structure of benzene. So, there are two elements are there. What are those? Carbon and hydrogen. 6 carbons and 6 hydrogens are there in the structure of benzene, that is identified by elemental analysis, and then subject it for molecular weight determination and find out that benzene molecular weight is 78 grams. So these two statements were given as preliminary statements. The molecular formula is C6H6 and the molecular weight is 78 grams. Then our target is, next point is, we have to find out that whether it is a straight chain or not, and the straight chain structure is not possible. And how can you give this statement is, benzene is treated with three reagents, by taking in the test tubes. One is reacts with Br2, another one is with potassium permanganate or with an acidified water. So it does not produce any reaction and no color changes are observed. So it indicates that benzene did not behave like alkene or alkyne. Okay, so it indicates the straight chain is not possible. It may be a cyclic structure. So let us consider that alkene is easily reacts with the alkene and alkyne easily reacts with the bromine and KMnO4 because of the double bond and triple bond of straight chain. But that is not possible in case of a benzene. So why this is not possible is alkene and alkyne are undergoes addition reactions but not the benzene. So benzene, if it involved in the reaction, always it requires certain sort of catalyst here. Because of the absence of catalyst, the benzene should not undergoes any reaction. It indicates it is not like the structure of alkene or alkyne. So it is not a straight chain. So then next one is evidences for cyclic structure. From the second point we can say that it is not a straight chain. Automatically it indicates the cyclic structure of benzene. So we have to find out or we have to give the evidences how it exhibits a cyclic structure. And the first evidence for the cyclic structure is substitution of benzene. So the benzene is reacts with bromine in the presence of catalyst like FeBr3. It gives an bromobenzene. So what it indicates that it is only one product we are getting, one bromobenzene we are getting. So it indicates that all the 6 hydrogens, each and every corner of the benzene must possess one hydrogen atom. All the 6 hydrogens atoms were identical. That's why we are only get monobromobenzene derivative. So this is only possible with a cyclic structure, not with an straight chain structures. In case of straight chain structures, what happens? CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3 like that. And starting carbon may be consisting of higher number, middle carbons may be lower number of hydrogen atoms. But here the benzene structure consisting of equal number of hydrogens and uniformity is there. That's why it only forms a monobromobenzene. The uniform distribution of hydrogens around the carbon atoms is only possible in case of a cyclic structures. That is the first evidence, substitution of benzene. And next one is addition of hydrogen atoms. So take the benzene and treated with an hydrogens are subjected for reduction in the presence of nickel at higher temperature like 150 degrees centigrade. With pressure it gives an cyclohexane. What happens is all these 3 double bonds undergoes unsaturated benzene undergoes and saturated by adding hydrogens and gives an cyclohexane. This cyclic structure of benzene, the cyclic form of an cyclohexane formation indicates that the benzene is cyclic in nature. That is the first statement. Another one is the benzene consisting of an 3 double bonds because it taken 3 H2 molecules, so it possesses a 3 double bonds. These two statements we are getting from an addition of hydrogens. One statement is benzene is cyclic in structure because of the formation of cyclohexane, and it take 3 H2 molecules, so it may possess an 3 double bonds. And next one is benzene forms a triozonoid. So benzene is reacts with ozone, 3 molecules of ozone. It forms an benzene triozonoid. So because of the formation of triozonoid, wherever the double bonds are there, so at that position only ozone is added. So these 3 reactions indicates that the benzene contains 3 double bonds, and these double bonds are different from an aliphatic double bonds. So benzene may be an aromatic in nature, so it does not undergoes addition reactions, and it usually undergoes a substitution reactions. So by substitution of bromine, by addition of hydrogens, by formation of triozonoid, we can give that the two statements are benzene is cyclic in nature. It possesses 3 double bonds. The 3 double bonds are completely different from an aliphatic double bonds. The benzene may be aromatic in nature, so it does not undergoes addition reactions. So it easily undergoes a substitution reactions. So next and fourth one is, and we can till now we can find out the structure as a cyclic, and how many double bonds are there? 3 double bonds, and the molecular formula as an C6H6. What may be the structure of an benzene? That is discovered by a scientist known as a Kekulé. So Kekulé, structure of an benzene. So in the year of 1865 August, Kekulé suggested a ring structure for an benzene as hexagon. So how he said that the benzene is hexagon is based on his dream. A snake bites its own tail. He got a dream, and the dream he visualized that one snake bites its own tail. So it is in the ring structure. So the benzene may be hexagon in structure. And Kekulé suggested that the carbon atoms of the benzene are in a ring. So all the carbon atoms are in a ring. These carbon atoms are bonded each other by alternative single bond and followed by double bond. There are 6 carbon atoms in a ring, and one between one carbon and another carbon, one bond is single followed by double bond, single double, like that, alternating single and double bonds, carbon atoms at each corner, and that one hydrogen atom is attached to each carbon atom. So totally how many carbons? 6 carbons with 6 hydrogens and 3 double bonds and 3 single bonds. So that is the suggestions, that is the suggested structure by a Kekulé. And this is this exact structure given by an Kekulé. So it consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms with alternative single bond, double bond, single, double bond, and each and every corner consisting of carbons, and each carbon is attached with an hydrogen. All are even equivalent hydrogens, right? That's why one point we are discussed, benzene when treated with bromine it gives an bromobenzene. This is the structure proposed by a Kekulé. So the Kekulé structure, is it satisfied the above points or not? Whatever the points we are discussed in the previous slide, all those points are satisfied by the Kekulé or not? So what are the points satisfied by the Kekulé? The benzene contain 3 double bonds. Yes, it is satisfied. 1, 2 and 3 double bonds. All the 6 hydrogen atoms in the benzene ring are equivalent, as these are uniform or equivalent hydrogens. Okay, these 2 points are satisfied by the Kekulé structure of benzene. So, but there are certain objections are there for the Kekulé structure of benzene. What are the 2 major objections are? Kekulé structure did not explain the peculiar behavior of 3 double bonds in the benzene like ethene. Why not? Why we have to discuss this point is how the double bond behaves like an ethane. That is not explained by the Kekulé structure. And next one is, if Kekulé structure was correct, it exists 2 orthoisomers of dibromobenzene. So nothing but generally if the Kekulé structure is correct, it only exhibit an 1 dibromobenzene. Why it exhibit 2 isomers? So one isomer, the 2 bromine atoms should be on carbons that are connected by a double bond. In the other isomer, the bromine should be on carbons connected by single bond. But instead of these 2 isomer, if the Kekulé structure were correct, then only we will get only 1 ortho-dibromobenzene. So how the Kekulé explain this statement is, so this is the reaction. So benzene treated with bromine, 2 molecules of bromine in presence of FeBr3, we are getting 2 isomers. But actually it want to get an only 1 isomer if the structure is correct. Why it get 2 isomers? That must be explained by an Kekulé. One isomer is the carbon, the bromines attached to carbons which are connected by double bond. In another isomer, the bromine is attached to carbons which are connected by single isomers. So why this will happen? That is the one objection. So to overcome this objection, Kekulé further suggested that benzene was a mixture of 2 forms in rapid equilibrium. So it exhibit a 2 forms in rapid equilibrium. So these are the 2 forms exhibited by an Kekulé structure. Observe carefully, in the one form the double bond is present here, and single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. But in this form what happens, we starts here as a double bond in previous one, but here single bond, double, single bond, double, single and double. So this is the two different forms are exhibited by an benzene. That's why we are getting two products. That is the objection given by other persons, that is overcome by the Kekulé, and he stated that the benzene may exhibit an two forms in rapid equilibrium. So next one is the resonance description of benzene. Why it exhibit two forms? Because of a resonance. So what is meant by resonance? That there is a delocalization of these pi bonds of double bonds. Because of delocalization, it exhibit these two forms, and finally these we can name it as resonance structures. And the delocalization of these double bonds we are indicated as an this parameter or delocalization of electrons, we can name it as resonance hybrid. So why the benzene forms an two isomers? Because of a resonance it forms an two isomers when treated with a bromine in the presence of FeBr3 as a catalyst. So these are the 5 points we must discuss under a structure of a benzene. First we have discussed about molecular formula and weight, and followed by why it is not a straight chain. Third one is what are the evidences for cyclic structure, and next one is an Kekulé structure of benzene, and followed by resonance description of a benzene. All these 5 points we must mention in under the structure of a benzene. Finally we have to find out the structure of benzene as an Kekulé structure along with a delocalization because of the complete rotation of these three double bonds. Thank you all of you for your attention. Thank you.